This queen wanted a bowl of instant noodles. The problem was, she was now in ancient times 1,000 years ago. The royal chef had no idea what instant noodles even were, but he confidently rolled out the dough, cut the noodles, and prepared a pot of bone broth with his own hands. Then he sliced some beef, poured the hot broth over the noodles, and topped it with chili peppers as garnish. A fragrant bowl of beef noodles was ready. However, the queen merely glanced at it and said bluntly that it tasted absolutely terrible. The chef's anger flared instantly. He poured his heart into making another bowl, only to be harshly scolded again by the queen, even accused of not putting in the effort. This time, the chef was completely furious. To prove his culinary skills, he pulled out his lifetime masterpiece and prepared a bowl of Indonesian-style noodle soup. The queen finally agreed to taste it, but spat it out immediately, calling it disgusting. The chef was driven nearly insane. He made another bowl, but the queen complained it wasn't spicy enough. He made yet another. After tasting it, she said it was too spicy and accused him of trying to poison her. Pushed to the breaking point, the chef gave up entirely and told the queen, "If you're not satisfied, do it yourself." Hearing this, the queen angrily stormed into the kitchen, determined to show these ancient cooks what's what. But how could you make instant noodles in ancient times? She grabbed a knife and wielded it with the skill of an acrobat. The chef, who had been mocking her, stood frozen in shock. While cutting vegetables, the queen muttered to herself, "This is my first time cooking, I really don't know where to start." But moments later, the chef could only stand aside, deeply impressed by her remarkable knife skills. Next, she rolled up the noodles with chopsticks. When the oil reached the right temperature, she deep-fried the noodles to set their shape. Then she crushed several spices and sifted them into fine powder. Just like that, the instant noodle seasoning packet was complete. Her fluid movements captivated everyone watching, but the chef still couldn't accept defeat. How could the top chef lose to someone who had never cooked before? He approached the stove and tasted the broth. His expression changed instantly. He tasted it again. His hands began trembling involuntarily. He realized the broth was absolutely perfect. The earthy richness of mushrooms, the freshness of scallions, and the deep savory notes of meat all blended in perfect harmony, creating layers of complex flavor that he had spent half his life trying to achieve. The queen picked up her bowl and ate heartily, took a big sip of broth, and then sighed deeply. "Now I can die without regrets." The young servant beside her couldn't help but swallow hard. Seeing this, the queen invited her to share the meal. After tasting it, she couldn't stop praising how amazing it was and asked, "Your Majesty, where did you learn to cook like this?" The queen replied, "In my past life, I was a top-tier chef." In truth, in the original modern world, this queen was not only a chef, but was originally a man. After an accident, he was transported to this ancient kingdom, transformed into a woman, and ultimately became queen.